Good afternoon, class. Our topic for today, for topic 1, under the revision of fraction, decimal, and percentage. For today, we'll discuss more about ratio and proportion. So we'll try to understand basic muna tayo. Ratio and proportion. So last meeting, we discussed about fractions. So for today, we'll discuss about ratio and proportion. By the way, what is ratio and proportion? The ratio of one quantity to another is a fraction and is the number of times one quantity is contained in another quantity of the same kind. If one quantity is directly proportional to another, then as one quantity doubles, the other quantity also double, since it is directly proportional. When a quantity is inversely proportional to another, then as one quantity double, the other quantity is half. So let's give an example. Since we're all an EE, so Ohm's law muna tayo. So current I E. Okay. So current is directly proportional to your voltage and inversely proportional to your resistance. Kung mag-i-increase ang iyong current, ibig sabihin i-increase ang imo voltage kasi directly proportional era, di ba? So we can say that I directly proportional to the voltage and your current I is inversely proportional to your resistance. So you can say the relationship based on a ratio and proportion approach. Example lang yan sa formula, syempre. But let's have an basic example muna for ratio and proportion problem. So we can understand this topic. So our first example for this topic, a piece of a timber 273 centimeter long is cut into 3 pieces in the ratio 3 to 7 to 11. Determine the length of the 3 pieces. Okay. The total number of part is may nakita 3 to 7 to 11. Okay, if we're going to total or get the sum of the 3, we'll have may nakita 3 plus 7 plus 11. So may nakita 21, that is 21. So 21 parts corresponds to ano kalaban natin timber 273 centimeter long. So 21 parts correspond to our 273 centimeter timber long. Okay, so balik kita hap. Since determine the length of 3 pieces. The length of 3 pieces. Start kita sa 1 part. So 1 part correspond to of course ang total quanta muna 21 part or the total long, that is 273 all over the 21. So may kita 13 centimeter for 1 part alone. Since the ratio the cut into 3 pieces in a ratio of 3, 7 to 11. Okay, let's find the 3 parts kung pira kanya correspond. So 3 part correspond to what? That is 3 times 13. Kay 13 is 1 part. Lumayda kita, 39 centimeter. About for 7 part. So for 7 part, correspond to 7 times 13 pa rin. May kita 91 centimeter. How about for 11 part? 11 parts correspond to 11 times 13, which is equal to 143 centimeter. Okay, to check if our answer is correct, we need to sum the 3, 7, 11 na ratio of these 3 lengths kung tama good man. So if we're going to sum the 3 lengths, that is 39 plus 91 plus 143, that is 273 centimeter, which is equal to our 21 parts 1 piece long timber. So equal here. So we can say that 3 ratio 3 to 7 to 11 amin yan ira length hand 3 pieces. Okay, if you have question, don't hesitate to ask. Just send your message. Okay, let's proceed to our next example. Gear ratio naman kita. Usually, ang mga problem kasi na may encounter ta sa ratio and proportion, amo na inihira. Ang mga lengths, ang mga gear ratio, o kaya sa mixture problem, nagkakagawas ang ratio and proportion. Ginagamit taga pan ratio and proportion ha similar triangle method. Ratio and proportion gapito kaya gapito ngadto. So, ang ato next example, number 11, a gear wheel having an 80 teeth is enmeshed with a 25 tooth gear. What is the gear ratio? Okay, gear ratio ang ginahanap. Gear ratio. Again, ano natin definition hakuan? Han ratio and proportion? At start, a ratio of one quantity to another is a fraction. So may daw kita 80 teeth is enmeshed with 25 tooth gear. So may kita ratio nga 80 is to 25. So into fraction, we rewrite this into fraction. So may kita 80 over 25. Okay, siyempre, reduce tahera. Divide 5. So 80 over 5 magiging 16 na lang niya. And 25 of 5 magiging 5 na lang. So may kita ratio na 16 over 5 or 16 is to 5. Or in decimal, may kita 3.2. So finally, we can say that our gear ratio is 16 is to 5 or in decimal 3.2 is to 1. So amay niya naton gear ratio. Gin-simplify tala naton ko an naton problem based sa definition ha aton ratio and proportion. Okay? Again, kung may question, clarification, don't hesitate to ask. Send your message. Continue kita sa next example. So, sample number 12. Again, adi na. Mixture. Mga mixture. Whether it's mga chemical or mga alloy. So, our next example, an alloy is made up of metals A and B in a ratio of 2.5 is to 1 by mass. How much of A has to be added to 6 kg of B to make the alloy? So, i-count na natin statement para ma-simplify. So may dadaw kita ratio. Ratio of both metal A and B. So may dadaw kita ratio A is to B. Oh, may given kita 2.5 is to 1 by mass. So may dadaw kita that is 2.5 is to 1. Okay. So A is to B. A is to B as to 2.5 to 1 is to 1. So among aton statement. Or we can rewrite it into fraction. Lingkuha talong na naton statement naton data base sa problem. So ang ratio A is to B as 2.5 is to 1. So kung nag-rewrite tayo into fraction, pwede tayo can rewrite this into A over B is equal to 2.5 over 1, which is equal to 2.5. Now, how much of A has to be added to 6 kg B to make the alloy? Balik kita. So, kay win B, may daman niya ginahatag, di ba, sa statement. Win B ko no is equal to 6 kg. Okay. Pira ni mo idudugang ha A is unknown is how much A. Si A kasi ni mo ginahanap. So, balik kita nga di. Diba, di na? Okay. If B is 6 kg, so unknown natin A, may da kita B is 6 kg, then 2.5. Ano yun? Klaro? From which? Okay. So, finally, we can say that RA is equal to what? Yun, tama. That is 6 times 2.5 is equal to 15 kilogram. So, simple lang iya, pero napaka-useful niya nga relationship, ratio and proportion. May da ba nagkakagawa sa board ratio and proportion? Yes. Even yan na lang September, may gumawa sa percentage. So, ang mga problem yan, ang mga basic. So, di rita dapat i-disregard ang mga basic na mga principle mathematics. Especially, nag-i-start pala kita itong subject na college algebra, which is the foundation of most mathematics subject na aton may encounter sa engineering. So, start kita sa mga basic principle para masanay kita. Then, pag na-expose kita sa mga difficult one, di rin na kita makakorean kasi okay man na natin foundation sa college algebra, trigonometry, and analytic geometry. Okay? So, proceed kita sa next example. So, next example, work problem naman ini. Work problem. Ratio and proportion gihap. Kaya ratio and proportion. So, sample number 13. If 3 people can complete a task in 4 hours, how long will it take 5 people to complete the same task, assuming the rate of work remains constant? Okay. So, the more the number of people, the more quickly the task is done. Hence, inverse proportion exists. Okay? Tama, di ba? The more the number of people, the more quickly the task is done. Kaya damo man na magtatrabaho. Therefore, inverse proportion exists. To inverse proportion niya. So, 3 people. So, let's go back to the given problem. There are 3 people. 3 people complete the task in 4 hours. Okay? So, how about if one person only? One person takes 3 times as long. Diba? So, therefore, a one person takes 3 times as long. For example, around 4 times 3, that is 12 hours. Okay. 5 people can do it in 1/5 of the time that one takes. Okay. 5 people can do it in 1/5 of the time that one person takes. So therefore, this is 12 hours and 5 people. So we can say that 12 over 5 hours. Or if we convert it into minutes, so may kita 2 hours and 24 minutes. Okay, let's go to the problem. If 3 people can complete a task in 4 hours, how long will it take for 5 people to complete the same task, assuming the rate of work remains constant? So, remain constant. So, there are 3 people in 4 hours. May na kita 12 hours. Then, 5 people can do it in 1/5 of a time that one person takes. So, finally, we can say that to complete the task, it requires 2 hours and 24 minutes only for 5 people. Okay? Since the more the number of people, the more quickly the task is done. So it's inversely proportional. So it's correct. Siyempre, the greater the number of people, the lesser the hour of work. Since damo man nimo workforce, siyempre, kung guti ay animo people, animo workers, mas halaban oras kasi kung nag-uusahan lahiya, mas maihan niya matatapos ang iya trabaho. But kung damo animo workers or damo animo labor force, mas lesser animo hours para mahuman ang usa ka task. So, inversely proportional ira ani relationship. Okay? So, I hope it's clear. If you have question for our topic ratio and proportion, don't hesitate to send your message hamodol so I can give you feedback regarding your question. So, our next topic is decimals. Okay? So, see you there. Thank you, class.